I want to close with this story. I'm watching the clock. A young man had a beautiful 2-story house, 5 rooms at the top, 5 rooms at the bottom. He was very proud of it. That was the joy of his life. He lived alone. One day there's a gentle knock at the door. Opens the door, Jesus is standing there. And Jesus says, "Good morning, good morning. Can I come in, please?" And the young man says, "Sure, come in. I have got the best room for you. Up there on the top floor, it's the biggest room, the finest room, the best furniture, that's yours." And Jesus says, "Okay, thank you." And then Jesus moves into one room. The next day there's a terrible banging on the door. Banging. Scary. The young man says, "What's that?" He opens the door and it's the devil. And the devil is inside the house before he knows it. And the young man is fighting with the devil, and the devil is throwing filthy temptations at this young man. And the struggle goes on. Finally the young man gets rid of the devil, shuts the door and says, "Wait a minute. Jesus is upstairs. Why didn't he help me?" And Jesus says, "You occupy 9 rooms. I occupy 1. And the young man says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. We'll go 50-50. I'll give you the top floor and I'll take the bottom floor. How's that?" And Jesus is a gentleman, and so Jesus says, "Okay." And the next morning, there's another terrible banging on the door. And the young man thinks it can't be the devil. I got rid of him yesterday. Maybe it's a hostile neighbour. So he opens the door, and there's the devil again, and the devil's inside. And he's pouring filthy temptations on this young man. And it goes on for hours and hours and hours. And the young man is nearly dead with exhaustion. He gets rid of the devil, shuts the door, and he thinks, "Wait a minute. Jesus occupies the whole top floor. Where was he?" And Jesus says to the young man, "If you give me all the 10 rooms to the house, then instead of me staying with you, you can stay with me." And the young man says, "I'm sorry, Lord. I confess my sins and I hand over the keys to my house to you, so that you are now the master of the house and I am just living in one of the rooms now. And you can answer the door when the devil comes knocking." And so he goes to sleep, totally exhausted. And in the early morning hours he wakes up, a terrible banging on the door again. And he thinks, "Oh my God, it's the devil again." And then he hears footsteps inside the house, and he opens the door of his bedroom and he sees Jesus marching very confidently to the door. And Jesus unlocks the door, swings the door open, and the devil is standing there, and the devil sees Jesus and he bows very low and he says, "I am so sorry. I must have come to the wrong house." You want victory? You've got to let Jesus answer the door. But if you're hiding stuff in room number 10, you've got a sign up there, strictly private, and in there you are drinking from the filth of the world. In that room, strictly private, you have given Jesus 9 rooms, but you're still in room number 10 and you're still doing private stuff. All the stuff we've talked about. You will have to answer the door yourself. You can't get the victory over this. You are drinking from the filth of the world and you've got a holy guest in your house. You want to get victory and drink pure, clear water? You've got to get rid of that strictly private sign. You've got to admit all those sins that you see up there on the wall and others. Confess them and earnestly seek forgiveness and for the baptism of the Spirit of God. And then Jesus will answer the door on your behalf. And he'll keep the law on your behalf.